Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and that is an M12, the Tier 7 American SPG, and it's also been nicknamed a door knocker because it was used to knock down German emplacements, but it's also used in a direct fire mode. And this one is being driven by FendaBenda, and he's a member of What Arty Noobs, and we're on the west spawn of Airfield. Now, FendaBenda does have a mark of excellence, so I'm expecting good things to happen. And he's heading off down to the south. There's a variety of firing positions that you can use on Airfield. On the west spawn, you can either choose to go down near the water and get better angles on the enemies that are actually in the pass, or you can go to the north and try from there. Now, just because you're close to the water does not mean that you're going to suicide, because Arty players who are in What Arty Noobs know not to do that. In fact, we don't. We strongly discourage any suicide by any Arty player. They should fight to the end and do their best to win. And he gets a lovely strike there into the SDRV 4257. Great shot. That's that Swedish autoloader. Side onto him. Oh, that must have hurt. Okay, Tiger 131 coming up on Temple Mount, indicating his target. FendaBenda shoots, and he gets a direct hit. 272 hit points, 2 critical hits. Okay, the SDRV is still there. He must be a glutton for punishment because he's going to get another round. Indicating his target. Almost loaded. Rounds out. And it lands. Unfortunately, the 4257 was unsighted, but I think that probably would have done some splash damage to him. The Tiger 131's pulled back between the rocks, or hiding up round the rocks. He knows it's just too dangerous to come out in the open. Not unless, of course, he's trying to move through. And that 4257 has now been killed. There's an 87 down by the water edge. There's that British TD with a gun on one side. It makes it awkward for it to shoot round corners if the corner happens to be a left-handed corner shooting around it. Okay, got a round into it there, but we don't know how much damage was done. Tiger 1 sitting still, minding his own business, but he's about to get 155mm round into him. Lovely strike there. 572, 302 hit points recorded, and critical hits on top. And he's picking up stun assist as well. And just behind him there's a Rudy. And that Rudy's backing away as well. I'm not too sure he's very happy. I wonder if he's coming forward to have a look. I would always say go for the medium because they've got lighter armour, but FendaBenda's gone for the Tiger 1 again, and he's got another hit, 85 hit points this time, and another stun. Yes, heavy tanks have more hit points that you can collect, but the thing is that medium tanks have got lighter armour, which means if you hit them with a heavy shell, like an Arty shell, they do more damage. And he gets a lot of damage there, 313 hit points, 4 critical hits. So that Rudy is really suffering now. He's got a big stun on him, and he's receiving stun assistance straight away. I don't think that Rudy will last more than a couple of seconds now, because he'll be taken out. So he's got a couple of hit points left. FendaBenda hits the Tiger, collects another 247 hit points. The 87's trying to make his way around the corner. He hasn't got much in the way of hit points either. No, virtually none of them have, but there is an enemy, a T-34-85 seen up there, and there's a Hellcat seen on the mount. But he's decided he's going to go for this Tiger 131, which has braved himself to come out of his little hiding place amongst the rocks, and he puts it around him. It's a splash nearby, 72 hit points on that. He's sticking with the Tiger 131. It is a more direct threat to him at the moment. Indicating his target with his T key. It looked like he was coming down the rock face. And he kills him! Gets a kill shot there. A blind kill shot. And that's A44 was taken out. That means there was a Hellcat up on that ridge. We don't know where he is now. He's unsighted. And a T-34-85 was seen off to the north in grid square B8. I thought that Rudy was going to die very quickly, but he's still around, would you believe it? And the Tiger's still alive as well, although he can't have that many in the way of hit points. And he's been joined by the Scorpion, the Glass Scorpion, the American version. There's the T-34-85. Hiding behind the rock. He's going to splash it. Dialing in the aim. Doesn't want it to hit the rock face. He wants to actually get the ground right next door to the T-34. But it's gone long. The unfortunate thing is they've lost all the forces that are defending the base. So there's nothing now between FendaBenda and that Tiger 1 and the Scorpion. So the Jagdpanther's up hunting the T-34-85 up north, and the OI is in the pass. But the Tiger may not know that. He may not see the OI, and therefore he may think the OI is up here. And that may be why he's a bit reluctant to come up here. Ah, but the Scorpion must have seen the OI now, and the OI's been taken out by the... he's been killed by the Scorpion. Okay, now can FendaBenda get around into the Scorpion? He fires, and he splashes him. 162 hit points, 3 critical hits. There's the Tiger 1! He's only a short distance away and he gets struck. I think he's going to go for that rock. Try and put that rock between him and the Tiger. Tiger's reloading. He hits the tracks. He gets the tracks. FendaBenda's reloading. He's almost there. Now, I think that he's either waiting for the Tiger to come out or he's going to shotgun him. Oh my god, he shotgun, but he failed. He missed. And the Tiger should have actually used that opportunity to come around the rock and kill him. But he's just sitting there. He's sitting there like a duck. Like a rabbit in the headlights. Now he's making a move. Now, but it's too late. FendaBenda's almost reloaded. He can shotgun that Tiger easily if he can splash him. And the Tiger's backing off. And there's the S-51. He's managed to track FendaBenda. FendaBenda's used his repair kit. Lining up the shot, and he kills the Tiger. And he motors quickly to get out of the way. He doesn't want the Scorpion to turn up all of a sudden. It's just FendaBenda left on his team. He's the only one remaining. It's 1 versus 3, but now it's 1 versus 2. I guess he's going to try and take up position behind the enemy, behind his cap, rather than go to the enemy cap. Wait for them to come to him, and as soon as they come to him, deal with them by shotgun. Now, so long as they don't all come together, and I don't think that's likely, because the S-51 is quite slow. There's the Scorpion. He's round. He's just behind FendaBenda. He needs to turn. He's getting the buildings between him and the Scorpion, so the Scorpion can't shoot him. Driving through the building, and he shotguns the Scorpion right in the face. 428 hit points, and he relocates immediately to stop the S-51 shooting him if the S-51 was looking. And he's going unsighted now, so the S-51 can't see where he is, doesn't know where he is. Okay, he's pulling back. He's reloaded. He's ready to go. If the S51 was on the way, that might explain why there was no shell coming in. Okay, he's relocating. I think he's going to come at this from a different angle. The S51's going to expect him in the northwest corner of the city, or the little town. But if he's located elsewhere, that's going to surprise the S51. He might actually be trying to get a look to see if if he can see the S51 coming and get a shotgun whilst the S51 is in motion. No, I'm wrong. He's not going to sit around. He's actually going to the enemy cap. He's actually going to go there, find the S51 and take the battle to the S51. I reckon his heart must be pounding like mad at the moment. I've been in this situation myself where I've been 1 versus 1 on this map, and there is the S51. He's in sight. But the question is he aiming or is he backing away? Now, FendaBenda can't get a bead on him. He's been stunned by the S51 shell. It landed just in front. You see the dip there. But now he's got a long reload, and FendaBenda hasn't. That was a big mistake by the S51. He's manually aiming, letting the aim dial in. This is going to be sweet, and he does it! 350 hit points, and he wins the battle. That was beautiful. And the S51 made a big mistake firing so quickly. He should have waited until the conditions were perfect. And if they weren't perfect, whilst the FendaBenda was down in that little dip, the shell was bound to hit the ground before hitting FendaBenda. And so all he did was stun FendaBenda and give FendaBenda the initiative to take the battle to the S51. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it was an ace tanker in the M12 for FendaBenda. He also picked up a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, module damages or crew incapacitation. He picked up a duelist because he killed 2 enemy who damaged him in the battle. And he picked up a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. You can see them there. And on top of that, he picked up a Stark's medal. He received at least 2 hits during the battle. He lost 2/3 of his hit points and managed to kill at least 2 enemy. And on top of all that, he got the high caliber. He did the most damage in the battle, at least 20% of the hit points of the enemy team. And we can see on the team scores, he got 3,067 hit points in total. He came top when it came to kills with 4, and he came top with base XP of 1,136, which is quite high. He fired 16 rounds, got 10 direct hits, 10 penetration, 5 splash, damage of 3,067 hit points, of which 2,212 were at more than 300 meters. Obviously, he did at least 800 hit points of damage at close range. He received 2 hits, 1 penetration, 1 non-penetration. That was from the Tiger when he shot into the tracks. He received 2 hits by way of splash damage from the S51. He spotted 1 enemy vehicle, that was the S51. He damaged 7 of the enemy and killed 4 of them. He also did stun assistance of 528 hit points, and he got 11 stuns in total. And according to this, he also stopped 9 capture points when the Scorpion crossed his cap. On the standard account, he earned 30,774 credits. After repair, ammunition resupply and consumables, he takes away 6,624 credits. He earned base XP of 1,136 and there was no multipliers, so that's all he took away. But it was a great battle and I really enjoyed it, and I liked the way at the end where he had that duel with the Tiger 1. The Tiger made a terrible mistake in not going after FendaBenda. The moment that FendaBenda had derped his shell into the rock, because at that point he had a very long reload to go through, and the Tiger could have just driven around the rock and shot him. But he just sat there like a rabbit trapped in the headlights and allowed FendaBenda to get another shot into him. And of course FendaBenda wasn't going to miss the second time round. So very nice battle, FendaBenda. Thank you for submitting this one to us. If you enjoyed this replay, please do give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully I'll be seeing you in the next replay.